All right, YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Welcome to an August 11th special. Right now, we are 4 days from the New Zealand dropping for August 15th at 8 a.m. if it does drop and work as it should. And then we are 4 days from midnight for the standard release for Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Pacific. I will be streaming Monday night the 15th up until kickoff for a lot of the pre-order content. And the launch night. So we're going over a new series in the channel called Red Flags for the Game, and really what this means is we're kind of just going over, we're playing devil's advocate. It's not really being super negative, it's just kind of saying, hey, look, there isn't going to be a perfect game, right? But if we have to address things that look sketchy, or if we have to address and point out things for the EA team to fix, these are some of the things that I think they should fix to create and get closer and closer and closer to that perfect game. It's just like infinity in math. Infinity does not exist, but you can get closer and closer to it. That's how this is. The game will never be perfect, but you can take steps to be closer and closer like this. First red flag is going to be no MUT Master. I really think that having the field pass is a great idea. I like how there's three aspects to it. Season competitive headliners for like promos and stuff, and 60 levels is nice, and they did say that it will update every 2 months. That's pretty good. Okay, last year there was one that went for like 2.5 months, right, or 3 months. So it's good to see them having a set date every 2 months. We update that kind of stuff, and then every 2 weeks is the competitive pass. Pretty dang nice, right? So the red flag, though, comes for no MUT Master. MUT Master was really a free, like, best card in the game, and it really set that position for NMS. So if you don't spend money in the game or whatever, you knew, like, Sam Mills was a linebacker, Pat Tillman, Richard Sherman many years ago, Odell Beckham many years ago, Rob Gronk when he was MUT Master, right? So all that kind of stuff. Wait, was he MUT Master? I don't even know, dude. But anyway, dude, at the end of the day, MUT Master was a free card that was all theme teams and just a great free card. You take that away, it kind of hurts no money spent players because it was a free, great position. It sucks, man. Coming in at number 2 is the whole MUT Champions thing. Having it all day, every day, 24/7, it just seems too casual for me. I mean, I'm not here to be a dick and like, oh man, it's not all about being comp and stuff. But like, there's a difference between wanting to be competitive and wanting to win all the time. Just because I'm so competitive does not mean you have to win all the time. I love the comp, the excitement, the thrill. It's just like horror movies. People will always say, why do you love horror movies? Why do you love being so competitive all the time? It's fun. It's a personality type, right? And it's like, I feel like it's going to remove the thrill aspect to it, because if you can play any day of the week, I could play at 2 a.m. This is really a tournament, huh? See what I'm saying? Like, the weekend league tournament felt like a tournament every 4 days, or on the weekend, you grind whatever. But to offset the red flag, it's way less stressful. So if you're busy, you're on vacation for the weekend, you visit family for the weekend, relatives' birthday party if you're a teenager or whatever, all that bullshit shit, dude, weekend parties for college kids, it's really nice to have. You have all week now. It's way less stressful. Having number 3 red flag is possibly no top 100. I already made a video on that. Go check it out. Another red flag is making Super Bowls more frequently for head-to-head seasons. If you're going to make Super Bowls more casual, you're going to make them more easier. Does that really make it a Super Bowl? I don't really know, man. That kind of seems to me like a red flag, because if they make head-to-head seasons, they adjust it to really make it easier. Is making the playoffs really an accomplishment? In the NFL, only 46% of each conference makes the playoffs. It should feel tough, right? Not too tough, but tough, right? Also, solo battles, 28 games per week. That's number 5. That's a red flag for top 100 players for solo battles. If you have to play 28 games a week and get the max score, getting top 100 would wow. That's insane, dude. Coming in at number 6 we have the ability updates. You might say, Matt, how is this a red flag? All tier 1 abilities will be 1 AP. I mean, that means you can have every single player with an ability on your team. And I feel like having, like, I know AP came out in MUT 21 and MUT 20, there were no AP limits. Like, everyone could have abilities. But that was the problem with MUT 20, was it felt too ability based. It was too fantasy like. If we're gonna make abilities free and they're 1 AP for the first tier, I mean, well, they're not free, but it's 1 AP. It's gonna enable more, like, especially at the end of the year when tier 1 abilities, there's so many of them for like the best players, you can get free and 1 AP. Everyone's gonna have so many abilities, even if it's just tip drill or even if it's just secure tackler. It's just a little ability, right? It's still an ability for every player, and it's like it's gonna seem too fantasy based, which is okay because that's what MUT is. But like, come on, dude. Like, we don't want a game where like everyone has abilities or it's very animated based. Like, come on, dude. Like, we can't have it too overpowered. But to be fair, this helps again, it helps NMS a lot, which is good. Um Coming in at number 6 or 7, I forget which one we're doing here, is gonna be the high point pass with Donald Parham. So we already know how overpowered high point passing is. Low point passing is out of the game, okay? But we already know how overpowered high point passes are. And now they add, if I can find them here. Okay, I'm just gonna look them up here. Team Chargers. So Donald Parham being 6'8" is already a red flag at launch for the meta. Okay, I wouldn't even really say meta. I would just say like just very glitchy and exploit in the game. The guy is literally 6'8". He has he has the highest speed in the game for a tight end, which is insane. Great route running stats. Yeah, he has a low run block, but if you don't run the ball, how can you see what I'm saying? 6'8". Unless you have lurker or you're usering. If you're usering him, then they will let you get the pick. But CPU safeties, CPU guys, if you have a 6 foot safety Daxton Hill, that's still 8 inches advantage. Okay, I know it's dumb, but if you're on defense and it's 1-on-1, 6'8" versus 6 foot, I'm sorry, Parham should win every time. 8 inches. I mean, especially if he has a high vertical, it's crazy, dude. We don't see his jumping stat though, but it's probably pretty good. Now we're gonna go more into the number 7 is there's no MUT database yet. I just feel like that's kind of just a red flag. It's like, dude, just release it already. Like, are you hiding something? Is it not done yet? Like, what the fuck? And then also really quick, I want to show you some gameplay clips here. And Gut Fox, shout out to him. Please go sub to him. I already have him subbed and all that stuff. I'll like the video too for him. But dude, the one thing I'll say really quick is we're gonna go over some gameplay clips. Here are some gameplay red flags, in my opinion. Let's just watch.
But here we go. 4 verticals.
Okay, so this one is not really a red flag. Actually, it's more of just, it's actually a good note. Seeing a linebacker being able to do that and be able to make that pick is really good.
Like offset stuff. But here we go.
The only thing I don't like though is right here, he's at the 46 yard line, and he's at the they are 10 yards apart. Do you see that? Drew Tranquil is a linebacker there. He's at the 46, and then I think it's a tight end. What's his name? Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox is at his own 46. That's 10 yards. How are you able to see what I'm saying? I know Knox has to stop and then he has to run, but it's just what I'm saying. Like, I can't be too critiqueful for that. I do love linebackers being able to make a play like that, but it's like, where's the line you draw where there is separation? Do you know what I'm saying? Coming in this play right here, and this is huge. This is a big one. Everyone's talking about this target-based passing, right? And how it could be so overpowered. Wasn't defense tough last year? now you're going to make it tougher? You see what I'm saying? Now, you might say, well, Matt, it also makes offense tougher because if you want to be good at target based passing, you got to be good at the game. Fine, I'll give it to you. But let's be honest here. The pro players, the top 100 players, it was really tough on next gen, not old gen, next gen. Defense was just hella bad, hella nerfed. Now, that was partly because of Escape Artist, but in general, zone coverage, coverages, defense in general, other stuff. Offense just seemed too easy. And I feel like in general, if you're gonna make this target based passing just like I can put the ball wherever I want, it hurts the defense. You see what I'm saying? Now there are times where you can like miss the meter and it's overthrown and picked off, but I still think this favors the offense heavily. Heavily. So you go from a very offensive based game to a defensive, or no, I'm sorry, to offensive game last year to more of an offensive game this year. And I know that they did make adjustments for pass rush and they made adjustments for coverage and stuff, but still, if you're able to throw the ball and truly, especially with the high point cheese so far, is defense really that buffed? Again, it's a red flag. It's nothing set in stone. Coming in over here, we have a weird deadeye throw here. So the one thing I'll say though, and again, I can't critique that much, right? Look how good the contain was. So I don't know if he had contain on or if this was um uh just good D line work. Maybe he has contain on or just normal pass rush, but he can't just roll out to the left or right. In Madden 21 or 22, even though even without escape artist, you still were able to roll out just nonchalant so freely, right? Even if he steps up in the pocket, this DT is going to get him right there. So he had to wait. He waited. The DT got chop blocked, which I never liked that because how did Austin Eckler chop block him so easily? I mean, I know running backs can do that, but there should be a success rate on that because running backs, Samaj will block him every play, right? Because if they're if the running back's gonna win the block every time, it's so unrealistic. But anyway, that's also a red flag right there. But he rolls out, okay, and then he just throws a 45 yard dot on the run. I don't know if he has Deadeye on the run, dashing Deadeye. But if he doesn't have dashing Deadeye, bro, I know it's Justin Herbert. But if you can make that throw on the run, yes, it is to his right. It is to his right. But I mean, we can listen to what Gut Fox says about it, but he pretty much says the same thing as I said. That's very overpowered. And again, if you're gonna like offense was overpowered last year. If you're still able to roll out, now you can't roll out every play, but when you do roll out, if you can still make those throws, like fuck me, dude. Like offense, like you gotta nerf that, dude. It's just too like bomb based. The NFL is not a bomb every play, bro. Like real football is like 10 yards a play, dude. That's the reality of it. But what's Madden football? 30-yard bombs, crossers every fucking play. Give me a break. All right, right here is a man coverage. Man coverage red flag. Here we go. Let's just listen to Gut Fox for this one.
That coverage is sticky.
Definitely added some new.
Like look at that, dude. I think man's gonna be pretty decent here as long as you don't have a linebacker.
Look at like, we'll see 1,000 plays.
Like this is the.
I'm sorry, right here though, you gotta throw the check down real quick or step up in the pocket. And also, This is another red flag. The right tackle, that's holding.
Only one that got open.
The right tackle, that's holding on the neck. And then also, what is the center doing? The center is still standing there. I'm sick of this center. Code the game where he goes over and double teams with number 77 there to the DT there. Because Justin Herbert, if I want to step up in the pocket, this DT, watch my cursor, this DT right here will shed and sack me. If we double team him, I can run up, and then it's 1v1 Herbert versus Jordan Poyer, and you can run spin move touchdown, right? So anytime man coverage very, very buffy, and they had no quarterback spy, step up in the pocket, make their user come down, and make the read. But listen to what Gavash says here.
I guess you could throw quick here because he has so far to travel. But like he's the only one that you can complete the pass to. Like this pass is gonna get knocked out. Like you won't see a low pass. Like in 22, if there's a low pass here, that would have been completed easy. But
to the game of Madden, you're looking like I don't know what to call. So we definitely added some new, removed some
hand looks
and kept it balanced.
Okay, well, Guff Fox. Here's one thing. Okay, I love Guff Fox, great person, whatever. Guff Fox, you know it, dude. Man coverage has been the shit for numerous years now. We would be lying if we said zone coverage was the fucking meta. Okay, now I know there are some cheesy blitzes, some zone blitzes, other stuff. But we would be lying to ourselves if we said man coverage has never been powerful before. So I don't know why he's acting like, damn, man coverage could be the thing this year. It's always been the thing, Gut Fox. At launch, you know it. You know it. And it's like 335 wide, I know it's always Mike Blitz or it's, different stuff or it's man coverage blitz. But if you have tough man coverage, especially on old gen's better than next gen for man coverage, and it always will be. But it's like, if you can send 3, get pressure, like Herbert have, it's sticky man coverage, what the F are you going to do? Coming at the next red flag, we have, again, a man coverage exploit here. It's man coverage, and it's sticky as fuck. Stephon Diggs with abilities, versus a linebacker. Kenneth Walker, a linebacker. And I don't know if he shaded outside. I don't know if he made adjustments. But how does Stephon Diggs not get a man coverage out route versus man coverage? Great step up in the pocket by Josh Allen. He gets disrewarded. Here we go.
Skill-based passing. You're going to be able to attack the seams much more easily.
Absolutely.
So again, right here, he did have RB. He did have RB, but it would have been no gain. He also had A if he lobs it, kind of. I would have ran. It's first down, not fourth down. I think he overthought this, but you're going to see right here, how on earth is this picked off versus man coverage linebacker Kenneth Walker?
Oh.
Or Murray.
Out routes don't beat man coverage. That was Diggs. Are you kidding me?
Murray.
Yeah, it's not Kenneth Walker. That's the running back for the Seahawks, Kenneth Murray.
Murray? This was straight man, right? Does Diggs have a route tech?
Like, dude, you have to stop making man coverage overpowered. It bails out. It's CPU. There's no user skill, okay? Man coverage is literally not even that glitchy because, in real life, in the real NFL, man coverage is so tough to have every single receiver guarded to the cup of a tea. In Madden, I feel like it's so easy. Everyone's bagged. It's not realistic. It's one of the coverages where, it's just so CPU oriented. The user is just using like slants or like basic, man beating, halfback angle, again, slant, drag, crossers, right? That's what the user does. The CPU is everything else. And, zone coverage, that's not really CPU. If the CPU picks it off for zone coverage, that's just the user making the wrong read. Cover 2 versus cover 3 versus cover 4, cover 6, cover 1 robber, right? Like, well, that's man coverage. But still, in general, dude, Zone coverage, if it's picked off, it's just a bad read. Man coverage, it's just too sticky. It's all CPU, dude.
Passing. You're going to be able to
Are you
attack
kidding
the
me?
seams
Outs
much
don't
more.
beat man coverage.
That's so bad. That's so bad. Diggs has got it. He has inside leverage, dude.
Dude, it's like he knew he was going outside. Maybe he shaded outside. I don't know. Maybe he did. It makes sense that it'd be a shade outside with how he's playing him technique-wise. Oh my gosh. Diggs, one of the greatest route runners in the NFL. Just got his lunch taken.
Just had his lunch. I love Jukebox. All right, here we go. Next. All right, this one is an exploit for, first of all, it's a two-man rush. And I don't know if they're doing this like on purpose, but why are you rolling out, dude? Just wait, ready?
Okay, if this, yeah, let's fly.
Okay. Promise me. Okay, this one's better for offensive line. They have 3-on-1, 2-on-1 here. Good job. They are fooling around. They are fooling around. They're not taking it seriously, right? But if you were in this game mode and there's a two-man rush, please, please, please promise me you will stay in the pocket. Promise me you will just stay in the pocket because a two-man rush should never come home with 5 linemen and a blocker halfback. So stay in the pocket. The D lineman will fall down. You have all day. Let the receivers come back. Easy 30-yard pass. But they're just fooling around, which is fine. So he rolls out, right? So right here, you're gonna see really quick. They're really advertising this guy being bagged, which is fine. But there's 2 red flags. First of all, you still have to make the right adjustments, right? To make that guy do that, which is not that hard because you just do the adjustment and you're done. But number 2, this guy's going to be a 1-play touchdown. If you stay in the pocket, this corner on cover 3 comes down to guard the crosser. It's kind of like the whole what comes up must come down attitude, right? Just because this corner is coming down, yes, that's bagged, but then it leaves the upper third to be open, which makes this crosser receiver, if you're in the pocket, set feet, 1-play touchdown, unless this. So you fix this corner, you fix this crosser. Can you now maybe make the AI smarter? Even though this safety is in a middle third, can you help them to make them adjust? And even though it's not their assignment, can they maybe cheat over a little bit? And you might say, well, Matt, what about this guy right here? He's coming in the middle of the field. Then this corner needs to also shade over and play the middle maybe. So one patch door leads to the next patch door, which is now these crossers. Last year, this crosser was overpowered. This crosser now is a 1-play touchdown opportunity. The last one I'll do for time reasons is actually hilarious. Let's just listen to the Gut Fox, and this is hilarious.
Defense. Oh, yeah, defense was amazing.
All right, let's be honest, Clap. If this was, oh no, Axel was lighting up and everything.
This Jukebox, like I mentioned this during the beta feedback, Jukebox was really good. Spin cycles pretty good too. Jukes without the Jukebox were trash. Spins without the spin box or whatever you call it, spin cycle, trash too. What?
All right, let's be honest, Clap. If this was,
you can argue,
Bro, if they make Jukebox overpowered, they better punish people for what's it called? For not being on conservative. Because if Jukes are so, the one thing I never liked about Madden was if they nerf spins, they make Jukes powerful. If they nerf Jukes, they make spins powerful. It alternates back and forth between the years, right? Last year it was spins. This year it could be Jukebox, right? So it's like if Jukes are that overpowered, Barry Sanders could be the move. He gets evasive for free and it's pretty cheap for like what? 3 AP, which is crushing me better than you think. And it's just like, it'd be a nightmare to tackle him, dude. Like, you don't need trucking backs if you can just do that. And they bring Jukes back to being overpowered.
Hyde was a bad user.
Defense was up. Yeah, defense was amazing.
All right, let's be honest, Clef. If this was,
What? Dude, the guy stopped. All right, so there's 2 guys here. And obviously he
What was Von Miller doing?
dives, which
What's tackling Von Miller? What the fuck?
isn't as powerful. Dude, it's hard not getting tackling. And then the double juke, yeah, that's definitely something. That's okay. I don't mind that against Hyde.
And then right here,
Eckler's not really losing a lot of fatigue here.
right here, he clicks on the user, and then the user gets stuck in an animation. Watch.
For these jukes either, is he? Like 1/10
He clicks on, then the player backs off. Watch.
into the fatigue with the jukebox. Hoyer.
If you truly had control, the user would go and dive tackle, but he probably tried to do that, and then he got stuck in the Poyer animation, which sucked. And then I want to hear Guff Fox laugh one more time. Watch.
Oh gosh. That's what made 18 bad. Users get put into a bit like I don't know. This is a close call. Time the animation gets put into it. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's awful. That's got to go. Absolutely got to go.
Oh no.
Not Eckler.
I love how the Madden guy's like, oh no, like watch. It's almost like he knows this is like fucking broken. Like, oh no, watch.
That's got to go. Absolutely got to go.
Oh no.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry. And the last thing we'll do, the fumbling. Look how bad this is, bro. No offense. Like, what the fuck? He goes into a tackle battle animation, and then this happens.
Is what I mentioned in the beta feedback. So he got put into a tackle animate.
Madden last year, and I don't know if this is intentional. Stripped.
I love the new strip animation. It looks more authentic and real, but
and as somebody who called a lot of Madden last
watch how he jukes into it.
year.
He's juking, but there's really nowhere to juke. So it's almost like the game punished him for juking at the wrong time. He jukes, user hard cut. He jukes into the tackle. So that's the one thing I'll give that. Okay? The last thing is going to be the crosser fade. Look at what Guff Fox has to say about this.
Get out, Mackenzie!
The pocket passing in the game. A lot of just like.
I lied with you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I knew Kevin was going to try to hit you down for the block from. In my head,
Sort of actually. I mean,
Does 24 play football?
kind of works perfectly.
yeah, beautiful.
Now, this is going to become meta. This is
Dude, the swerve is not much worse than that. If I can click on, yes, it looks realistic, but is it going to be broken? There's a difference between something good and something broken. Is that going to be broken? I love it's a great step for them to add that in the game, but it's like, will that be broken? So much more to come, more videos to come. I mean, I can't be here for a half hour, so we'll end the video here. But dude, I'm gonna show me some red flags, man. All right, we'll go from there. Peace.